Hi, James.
Can you hear me?
Yes, James, I can hear you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for meeting with me today.
Oh, sure. Our pleasure, definitely.
Okay, can you give me 30 seconds? I'm gonna go grab some water really fast.
You take 1 minute, no problem.
Okay, be right back.
Sure.
Okay. So I guess to start with, do you have any questions for me?
No, not really, frankly speaking. We definitely went through your existing website closely. Obviously, other day we discussed about the different flow of your products. Obviously, one of them was like a primary with different variations with like a 1.4 million product variations will be there depending on the product sizes and the types and those kind of things. We discussed together already that you already shown some references for that where from you took the references. The second things that we discussed, obviously the other one the different variation of the flow of like a product that was using third-party application. We went through that too. You also mentioned that that needs to be consistent with your website design. You already prepare a kind of a wireframe for us, like what it will look like. Definitely, we will give our professional touch on that in order to make sure that becomes much more professional than what it is now in your wireframe. And obviously, the rest of the products, we and myself and Preetham already went through from your front end, and we found those are like a very simple and straightforward too. Obviously, some variations, add messages, those kind of things are there regarding to your other products. So we are quite confident and obviously clear about the whole requirement, James.
Okay, thank you. Um,
And if you have something to show us, or like if you wants to double confirm anything with us, feel free to let us know. That's not a problem.
yes, I like to do that.
Mm.
This meeting being recorded, and I wanted to
Yeah,
make sure that all of us are
on the same page.
on the exact same page as everybody else. Um, so if you don't mind, I'd like to share my screen.
Yeah, absolutely. Please go ahead.
Okay, so these are the working days and the milestone.
Yes.
Okay, so if we start today, then the scope of work doc, I mean, you're saying you've already done the research and documentation.
Mhm.
Yes?
No, scope of work document is obviously we did our research, but that needs to be documented in a Word format. So that will take a day at least to 2 days generally. So that is given there already. It doesn't include the you can say uh, any additional on top of 2 days. So 2 days, let's say if you complete the hiring process today, today is Tuesday. So by Thursday you will be having the scope of work which will explain the entire requirement in our understanding with a brief and you can say like explanation of features and the modules. So you check, you confirm, and then we start working on the design. Hopefully by tomorrow day end, or maybe like next day, your early morning, you will receive that. So you can share your feedback. I can do the revisions on the document a bit, and then we will be getting confirmed with that. So that is the thing, good working days for that, creating the document and getting it approved from you.
I do like that workflow. However, I am afraid that because I've already given you the documentation that of the mock-up pages that I'd like, and I also sent you a Word document with what I'm wanting. I'd like that to be the baseline.
Definitely.
Because I don't want a problem where you provide your own scope of work and I look at it and let's say there's something missing. And if I don't realize
you didn't figure out that, and it becomes like a misunderstand. No, definitely. What we can do in that scenario, obviously, we will take all of your breakdown and the features list on our document, carry it forward with like exactly all the text alongside with our our initial like a breakdown for the design purpose, those kind of things. But yeah, exactly, like I already went through the document, so as Preetham, who will be the developing this project with me. So yes, your code document that you have prepared, that will be there alongside with the some of our like a module breakdown that will be shared on that after like going through your website backend more in detail, like a variation. For example, simple things like uh, uh, the product different attributes. Then after the like number of product selection process, the product details page will come, then product details page to like it will go to the checkout page. So simple flow is not a big huge difference you will see there. But yeah, to confirm you, definitely your wording, your you can say like a screenshots, everything will include that particular Scrum document from our end, basically. So need not to worry about
that's just basically what I've provided you plus
absolutely. Explanation of those alongside with like a little smaller in a smaller terms breakdown, nothing else. Obviously, you create a high end already in terms of like your breakdown and features. We will actually basically we will add the micro things which will be there included. So it's basically your document plus some additional things.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So you've allotted 60 working days.
Yes.
And that's
including buffer. Including
buffer. All right. So I spoke with you about this last week, but I want each other to be accountable for our promises, right? So last week said you choose the time frame, which you did, 60 working days. I expect a full working website ready to launch in 60 days, 60 working days. Is that correct?
Absolutely correct.
Absolutely correct. All right. So it contains all of my products in my current website, all the CMS pages, everything ready to go, launch in 60 days.
Exactly.
So
just a couple of things to add on it. You mentioned your functionalities are working properly. Other than those things that we discuss, obviously, for example, like your shipping already there, your products are already listed, so I don't need to upload any new product over on the store. So obviously that is something you will not ask you like, okay, we have thousands product, now you need to add another 1,000. That is not our scope. We already discussed obviously that the product, the functionality of the website is already working. Some of the things, that core things that needs to be changed, which is already written on your document. So depending on your document, whatever written over there, after implementation of that with the existing website, that means the new look, new modern design website with additional features, with the products with the existing shipping, with the existing CRM, whatever it is there, it will be live by 60 working days.
Okay. So that is I just found this website that shows the calculation. So we begin today, February 11th, add 60 working days minus weekends and public holidays. You guys are in India, right?
Yes, yes.
I mean, President's Day and April 18th. So we'll skip those 2 days. So
one more day actually, one more day on that. That is like our own foundation day, company foundation. That is on 10th April.
Is when?
10th April.
April 10th. Okay.
Yeah, April 10th.
So website says Thursday, May 5th. All right. I mean, May 8th. But let's actually do Monday, May 12th, 2025.
Okay. Yep.
So I'm giving you guys an extra weekend just to finalize everything.
Final. Absolutely. Absolutely. Over the weekend, we can also do the basically the if after migration, if there is any particular you can say like adjustment needs to be done with. So we make sure that the by 10th or 11th, the website is completely ready. 12 is like your business day.
Okay. So the agreement I want us to make is May 12th, 2025, it's ready to go.
Yeah.
Or you guys forfeit all the milestones.
Sure.
I know that is a dramatic promise I'm asking of you. I am asking because I want you guys to be accountable as well. You know, because you're going to be putting in a lot of work, but you know, I'm going to be looking at lost time if you guys are not able to do it. So is that agreed upon, Atanu?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. See, for you, a business one day lost means money lost. So obviously we need to take care of that. And we are not targeting the final day as a like our final, you can say like a delivery. We will be targeting like way earlier than that. So we can have those final testing done before we like 100% ready. So definitely that will be our process in order to complete the project earlier than that. Not to even think of like a May is a May first week, like for obviously 1 to 10th as our working days. We will be trying to complete wrap up the things before May, so we can be sure like we are not even going beyond 1 day after that.
Okay, good. I do not want this to be a one-time project working with you guys. Okay, what I mean is this is the first project. If this first project goes perfectly well, and you know, Atanu, you have made me some promises. You know, you've told me that you guys are one of the biggest freelancers on Upwork, and you guys deliver quality products. So if that's the case, after this project, you know, I'm also partnering this up with a brand new marketing campaign as well. And then we'll you know, let the website run for a month or two. And then I want us to go into our second phase project. Sure. And I wanted to talk to you like something like this is also what we sell. But the way VulgarCo has it is extremely easy for customers to make. You know, customers can choose. So this is a plugin that I believe this is not a commercial plugin. These guys had this custom made.
Custom built. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. something like this. I want to see if this is something like a custom plugin that you guys would be able to create. Okay.
Sure. Looks pretty simple.
Now, I mean, you can say no later on. Say, James, this is not the kind of development that we do, and I can find somebody else. But if you guys are willing and able to do something like this, then after the first project, if I am impressed with your work, I want to keep on working with you, keep on giving you jobs, and keep on making my website the best that it could be.
Sure.
Okay, so that's one thing I want to add. The second thing regarding hosting. Okay, my current host ends in 3 days.
Okay.
The contract I have with my current hosting company ends in 3 days. Do you we spoke last week about Google page speed, and I wanted to optimize as best as possible. I understand that a certain portion of that is the hosting space.
Yes.
Can you recommend me a hosting company and a hosting plan that you feel would be best for my website, best for my business?
Absolutely, yes. And I already have the name with me.
Can you give that to me?
Sure, absolutely. One of them is like a WP Engine, for sure. They're like a very good in terms of like their WordPress environment, especially designed for that. The plans that you need to purchase, that is something that means which particular one will be best for your like bandwidth and other subs. That is something I will, you can say like a confirm with my server team, and will let you know which particular plan you should purchase. I will give you two other options as well, including like AWS, because that is also like a very good options for hosting any website. So that is something I will give you the options so you can look at. By tomorrow, you will get that information from my end. So you get a day at least in order to like do your research and purchase that particular plan.
Okay. I didn't know AWS offered WordPress hosting. Okay, sounds good. So
Actually, we
yeah,
just need to install the PHP over there, and then we need to set up the entire thing to make sure that everything is moved properly with the like a WordPress environment. So that's an option. Another options, but WP Engine is a good options. SiteGround is a one another, and another is like A2 hosting. So we will give you the options to choose from.
what was
But
that last one you said? A2 hosting?
yes, A2 hosting.
Okay, I'm with A2 hosting now.
Okay. If you are already with the A2 hosting, could you please share the which particular plan you have purchased?
Sure. Source 16 managed VPN hosting. Now, I feel like Source 16. So it's this one.
Should be good. Supposed to be good. Okay, like I mentioned, like because your number of products are like a little in a higher side, so I will just get it confirmed from my server team, and will definitely let you know.
Okay.
But it sounds good enough actually. For me, it sounds good enough. But I just will double check and confirm with my server team.
Okay. Additionally, I did some calculations regarding the sticker prices that we talked about. So I looked at the sticky brand. I calculated the price based on total square inch. what this means is, the width times the height times the quantity is the total square inch.
Yes.
And these are the per square inch pricing that I got. I mean, I have it all the way to 360,000. So basically I plotted a graph, these two graphs, and then I found a best fit line, an exponential line, and I found out the formula for this. So wherever X is where you plug in the total square inch. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense. You just need to share that Excel sheet with us. That will do the task. So we will definitely go through it and we'll cover up.
So there's two formulas. So I want from 0 to 450 square inches, follow formula 2, and then from 451 square inch above, follow formula 1. Okay, I'll download this as an Excel file, and Upwork. And then I'll message it to you guys.
Yep.
Okay, so I just messaged it to you. I also put the final mock-up that I created. The only change I made was for this shopping cart page. This product is the special deals product, where I tell the customer, here, this is the size, 3 inches by 2 inches. This is the quantity, and this is the price. So this is a one size, one quantity, one price item. For this item, customers can change the quantity.
Quantity only, yeah, not the sizes.
However, in the custom stickers, because customers choose the quantity here, I don't want them to be able to change the quantity later on. It gets confusing.
Understandable.
So in that case, there's no text box here. However, if a customer wanted to change the quantity, they can do it by clicking change quantity here. Okay. If this is confusing, I copied this exactly from vulgarcode.com.
Yes.
And theirs is a WooCommerce website as well, and theirs is functioning right now. So if you have any questions on what I mean by this, you either go to vulgarcode.com or you contact me, and I'll explain it to you further.
No problem, no problem. We can even inspect the vulgar code and we can get the information out from there on. And if we still we do require any information, we definitely reach out back to you.
Okay. So that's all I wanted to say today. I gave you the final mock-up pages, the sticker prices, everything else. The pricing is on my current website. If you guys are, confident that you can get this and work with me in the future, if you're confident with that, I say let's begin.
Yep, we are. I think we can obviously go ahead and set up the contract and we can officially get started. Starting date will be from tomorrow's. Like I mentioned, we will be creating the document over this next 2 days. We'll be getting confirmed from you. Obviously, we'll be following your PDF that you have created. Like I mentioned, I will copy the entire features list that you mentioned over there, and we'll put together everything on the document, additional with some micro module you can say like a dividations of those features will be added over there. That's it. And I will give you those confirmation about regarding the server by tomorrow, by this time for sure.
Okay. Wonderful. Okay. Atanu, I know you're always, I mean, when I'm at work, I always see that you're online.
Actually, that is because I do have my Upwork profile logged in my mobile. That's the reason it shows like online
okay.
all over the whole night. But mostly you can find me always like at this time here in Upwork. And I think this is suits for you because most of the time you replied back to me on this particular time. So I think your early morning, that means what time is there right now? In your
Right now
side,
it's 9:30 in the morning.
9:30. So till up to like your 10 o'clock is like a best suits for our like discussion purpose.
Okay. Okay.
Communication.
I was just saying it's because there's a time difference. I've experienced that it's hard to communicate because we're far away from each other. But it seems like you're always available. You're always logged in, whether or not you're at your desk. That's okay. So it's a good thing. I wanted to say thank you for being available.
No, absolutely. That's the most important thing when you are doing overseas business. Because see,
Yeah.
it may happens like during the project development process, there will be some small hiccups. It's supposed to come, but it should be like a convey to you earlier than that before we are dragging it. So we definitely will follow that. And in regards to the communication, we always what we do actually, even sometimes we add the customer to the WhatsApp. So small communication like, okay, you share something with me on Upwork, I need to check that immediately, or like you just want to catch up my eyes to check that information. You just message me, okay, Thanu, this is where I need your attention. Please reply to me Upwork. So I can reply at least on your WhatsApp that yes, we noticed that, we noted that point. So you get informed like, okay, yes, the Atanu is already informed about it. So you can stay calm. So for those things, small communication, we even use you can select client convenient platform for communication, and obviously for the project update and everything, we always can use the Upwork. So communication wise, even till till to your like a 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, you always hear back from my end. So that's not a big deal. Yes, beyond that, it will be my midnight. That won't be possible, but still, like I mentioned, within 12 hours, you will always hear back from us. There will be no
Okay.
delay beyond the 12 hours for sure.
All right. Wonderful. All right. Let's so I guess I'll wait for your communication.
I think you just need to go ahead and set up the contract with the only $1,000 upfront payment with the total project cost of the 5,000, and rest of the 4 milestone you can add uh, whenever it's due. For example, like as I mentioned on my document, like these are the once the designs gets approved, something like that. I already shared that with you. So once that particular module will be completed, then you need to pay the another other milestones. But the first milestone, that is for like $1,000 to start the work. That is you something to do once you are ready to start. So if you are ready right now, let's set up the contract together. We can officially get started now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure. Just go to the Upwork messages.
Look,
Just go to the messages.
I'm not.
No
I don't
problem.
use Upwork.
Just click the send offer. Yeah. Click the send offer. Yeah, there is a payment option, fixed price. Yeah, put the is always set up over there. You just need to add the first milestone like as a upfront payment. On the milestone description, write it upfront payment. Yeah, that's it. Rest of the milestone you can add right now or later on as well, because you just need to put the due date for today's date, which is like 11th. Now delete that one, the second one, otherwise it will not let you go further. Yeah, sure. Scroll down, click that checkbox and continue. Yeah. Click the fund contract and hire button.
Hold on 1 second, Sharon.
Sure, sure. Yeah, offer went through. Let me accept it.
So if that's all good, let's begin.
Yeah, we already on an agreement. I already accepted the offer. I will just put a release request for the first milestone that you already paid to the Upwork. You just need to approve it. So let me just put the release request for the same. I will share a one simple design specification document. That's our process. You just need to fill up that document and send it back to me. Just click the view details at the very bottom here. Pay now. That's it. So within next 5 to 10 minutes, I will share a one link with you that is will be containing some basic questions regarding like your color scheme, logo, references, competitors, those things that you need to fill up over there one more time. That's it. It will take hardly like a five minutes to you to fill up that document because
Okay.
you already have all the information with you. And
Do
as I
we need to be
promised, yep,
do,
sorry,
do
go
we
ahead.
do we need to be connected to do that, or can you send me that link and I'll do it when
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get
I will send you the link as I mentioned in next 10 minutes within
okay.
Upwork
Yeah,
chat.
take your time.
Sure, sure, no problem, James. Okay,
Okay.
James, it
Anything
was
else?
no, and not really. Once you share the document, like I mentioned, two things I will start with. One is like creating the Scrum document for the next couple of days, and then immediately after approval on of like a design space, all the document, that means the Scrum document, we will start working on the design. So
All right.
just set to
Perfect.
start. Okay,
Sounds
James.
good. Thank you for meeting with me.
Sure, sure. Talk to you soon.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, Pritam.
Bye. Bye, James.